Malaysia. In Southeast Asia, Malaysia is distinguished by having distinctive demographic structures, although the vast majority of it is Muslim. However, the interplay of races and religion gives the month of Ramadan in this place a unique aesthetic, shared by everyone that is interdependent, compassionate, and full of human values linked to the essence of the Islamic faith. With great joy and warm welcome, Malaysia is preparing to receive the holy month of Ramadan. This country is adorned with the most beautiful customs and rituals during the month of Ramadan, in which Muslims revel in the arrival of the holy month and the happiness of its coming, with sincere worship and good work. It becomes a country celebrating a religious festival lit with decorations and colors, scented with the fragrance of musk and incense, and overflowing with goodness, love, and tolerance. Malaysia, located in the southeastern region of Asia. It is famous for its beaches and its tropical climates. And as for the China Sea, which surrounds it, the country flows over two separate islands, and they are the west and east of Malaysia, each with different cities and districts. Malaysia is also known for its exponential economic growth. The capital, Kuala Lumpur, is an advanced city, thriving with life, and its famous skyscraper, Petronas. It represents an ambition to grow for the country. The city is also known as the City of Gardens, as it contains numerous gardens and historical structures of cultural significance. Malaysia has been exposed to many different people groups and civilizations throughout the course of time. As its climate is moderate throughout the year, until this day, Malaysia is an ideal example of how different nations and religions can coexist in harmony. The Malaysian society consists of three main people groups: the Malays, who are the natives of the land, and the majority of them identify as Muslims, who make 60% of the population, with the rest being made up of Chinese and Indian people with their varying religions such as Buddhism and Hinduism. Malaysia is a religious nation at its core, and it promotes the spread of Islam within its borders and ensures that there are healthy and productive relationships established with other Islamic nations. Islam also governs many aspects of their governmental and legal systems. As Muslims have many organizations and dozens of mosques that are spread throughout the nation that guide Muslims in the right path, a path of mindfulness and compassion, which becomes even more ever-present throughout the holy month of Ramadan. The distinguished mixture of cultures made Malaysia a diverse country, which is dominated with tolerance. This is clear through the great looks of the mosques and temples and other buildings during the holy month of Ramadan. The holy month of Ramadan is an exceptional environment for Malaysia to start special businesses that begin from the end of the month of Sha'ban. The streets are filled with a festive atmosphere, along with visitors and shoppers. Cleaning efforts begin in the neighborhoods and public squares. The ornamental cords and traditional lamps are set on the main streets of the country. Shopkeepers hang signs with words expressing the joy and praise of this generous guest. Popular bazaars open in the streets where they offer local products, traditional food, spices, dates, drinks, and desserts that characterize the holy month. These bazaars become crowded and full of visitors to Malaysia and its residents. These preparations move towards homes where Malaysians decorate their houses with crescents, candles, and lights. In addition to this, women clean and prepare their houses again, and they rush to purchase their needs in preparation for the arrival of the holy month of Ramadan. The mosques of Malaysia, which combine both the holy stature and the beauty of this amazing urban design, are open day and night during the month of Ramadan. Their minarets, which illuminate all night, carry out the mission of announcing the sighting of the crescent. In addition, they get ready by preparing their halls and squares and ensuring that enough copies of the Quran, prayer mats, and the fine scents are available in the area where they welcome large number of Muslims. They start gathering inside as they hear the announcement of seeing the crescent. They exchange greetings and blessings and get prepared to attend every day during the holy month. In the forefront of these mosques is the Zahir Mosque, which is located in Alor Star, the capital of Kedah State in Malaysia. It was built around 1912 and later turned into one of the most distinctive architectural monuments in the country. It is one of the 10 most beautiful mosques in the world. Its 5 domes represent the 5 pillars of Islam. It is 11,558 square meters. It is adorned with beautiful Islamic inscriptions embodying the Malaysian Islamic culture. Competitions for the memorization of the Holy Quran are held within it every year, and during the month of Ramadan, it turns into a destination full of believers and visitors. The Malaysians also celebrate the arrival of the holy month of Ramadan through the striking of tambourines and big drums, and their tunes are used as an alternative to the Iftar canon that announces the Maghrib Azan and prayers, or the sunset prayers, indicating the end of the fasting period. At this time, the streets between the houses are decorated with food dishes that are carried by children to their relatives and neighbors to share with them the delight of Ramadan dishes, as well as their distinctive and delicious tastes. The month of Ramadan is considered a unique opportunity for family bonding and cohesion. After a long day of fasting, the Malaysian families meet at home or in the restaurants for iftar, or boka bosa, as it is referred to here. While many Malaysians prepare to conclude their Ramadan day with Quranic recitations in their homes and mosques, women prepare the Ramadan table, and the first thing they serve is a local syrup made of water and dates. Then, they have the main course, in which rice is usually the main ingredient, such as pobor lambuk, which is widely served during Ramadan, and the kitobat, or rice with palm leaves. In addition to these kinds of dishes that are prepared by stuffing bamboo sticks with meat or rice, such as lemang and ayam persik, while the beverage kolak is considered the most popular drink that accompanies sahur, or the meal before fasting begins. which everyone makes sure to drink because it helps to withstand the thirst of fasting. And since Ramadan is a month of family cohesion and social solidarity, and in a scene that reflects the reality of the solidarity, there is the scene of the overcrowding in front of the Malaysian mosques before Maghrib or sunset prayers. It happens throughout all days of Ramadan, where they distribute free meals of pabur lambuk, the most famous Malaysian meal in Ramadan. They prepare free meals for the poor and needy and some of the workers in the city. These meals are prepared in the yards of the mosques and are among the most famous local dishes that are offered to the people who are fasting. It is different in rural areas, where every day one house is responsible for feeding the people of the village during the holy month of Ramadan, in order to increase cohesion and compassion among the people of the village. The charitable societies and the mosque committees also raise money and donations and give them to the poor families. In addition to all of this, there is individual charitable work, and so people raise more material aids and charity, following through with Allah Almighty's saying, "In the name of Allah, the Merciful and Gracious." Allah Almighty has spoken the truth. Wearing traditional Malaysian hats with their rectangular shape and their beautiful traditional garbs, the Muslims of Malaysia flock to the mosques, big and small, where they are keen on performing Taraweeh prayers in their times. They attend religious lessons and seminars, memorize and recite the Quran, and interpret it. These religious gatherings often continue until midnight. All this happens in pure faith, adorned in serenity and reverence. They stand together in one row, hand in hand, facing the Creator and seeking forgiveness and reward from the forgiving, the merciful who does not forget those who are virtuous.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
With the arrival of the final 10 days of Ramadan, Muslims of Malaysia partake more actively in good deeds by increasing charity work. Mosques throughout the country witness great rates of attendance and the presence of a vast number of worshippers and followers, so that there is almost no mosque without a reader of the Quran, or worshippers, or followers being present. These nights are blessed with the blessing of Laylat al-Qadr, or the Night of Decree, which is celebrated by believers in the odd days, with a great deal of obedience and an abundance of prayers and good deeds. Dawned in this atmosphere, Malaysia is transformed into a cluster of beacons that shed light of faith and wisdom, where the sound of muezzins, or the person who performs the adhan or the azans, are heard, spreading the blessed word of the Quran, along with prayers, which are followed by the voices of worshippers, praying and asking for mercy and forgiveness from Allah Almighty. During these blessed days, people start to pay Eid al-Fitr zakat, or a form of charity, to the poor, as a kind of purification of the soul and money, and a good conclusion to the good work performed during Ramadan. Then they look forward to Eid al-Fitr with joy and happiness. With signs of greeting and welcoming, the people of Malaysia prepare themselves for the second half of the month to welcome Eid al-Fitr. The streets and neighborhoods are adorned with beautiful decorations and lights, and their markets are filled with the smell of fine-baked goods, as well as various kinds of sweets, new clothes, and perfumes. Many people prepare to travel to the faraway states to visit their families, spending Eid al-Fitr holiday, which spans for the last several days in the country. The Malaysian homes, whose doors remain open during Eid, prepare to receive relatives, neighbors, and friends at a large dining table in a Malaysian tradition known as the open house, where women buy everything necessary to make the most traditional meals, especially sweets, including the Eid cakes, which are stuffed with dates. Our trip to Malaysia is over. We will meet you tomorrow to learn about the customs and traditions of another nation through our program, Ramadan in the Islamic World.